In this video, we solve the numerical of steady flow energy equations for the compressor. So first we understand the problem statements, then return the given data, and then after solve the examples. A centrifugal air compressor means example is related to the centrifugal air compressor. Delivers 12 kg of air per minute means mass is given. So mass of air supply, that is a 12 kg per minute. But when we solve the numericals, we requires in a kg per second. So first we need to convert this 12 kg per minute into kg per seconds. For that we require to divide the 12 by 60. Okay. So here we return the in a given data m is equal to 12 kg per minute, and 12 divided by 60 we get the answer 0.2 kg per seconds. The inlet and outlet conditions of air are C1 means velocity at the inlet is equal to 12 meter per second, means here we mention in given data C1 is 12 meter per second. P1 is 1 bar, V1 is 0.5 meter per kg, C2 is 90 meter per second, so here I written C2 is 90 meter per second. Then P1 is 1 bar, here P2 is given 8 bar. Then after V1 is given 0.5 meter cube per kg, V2 is given 0.14 meter cube per kg. The increase in enthalpy of air passing through the compressor is 150 kilojoule per kg. Increase in enthalpy of air means it is a H2 minus H1 is given, means compared to the inlet, outlet enthalpy is 150 kilojoule per kg is higher. So here we mention H2 minus H1 is 150 kilojoule per kg. The heat loss to the surrounding. Heat loss to the surrounding means it is the negative. Okay. Suppose we supplied the heat, then we consider it positive. But here the heat loss to the surrounding is 700 kg per minute, means Q is given and Q is equal to minus 700 kg per minute. Here kg per minute is given, so we need to divide the 700 by 60, then we get the answer in kilojoule per seconds. So minus 11.667 kilojoule per seconds. Then we need to calculate motor power required to drive the compressor, means we need to find out this work done. And second, ratio of inlet and outlet pipe diameter. So we know that inlet pipe diameter notation is the D1 and outlet pipe diameter notation is the D2. So we need to find out the D1 upon D2. Here mention the find out the ratio of inlet and outlet pipe diameters. Assume that inlet and discharge lines at the same levels, means Z1 is equal to Z2. Now we solve these examples. So first we draw this figure of centrifugal compressors and mention the what is inlet parameters, air in, similarly air out with the high pressures, what is the outlet conditions. Okay, we already know heat rejections, though we mentioned the heat rejection, here you see that the arrow is going outwards. We need to find out this work done. Okay, so this diagram is necessary in examples. For the external compressors, steady flow energy equations given by, means it is generalized steady flow energy equations. Okay, that is m in bracket h1 plus c1 square by 2 plus z1g bracket over plus q is equal to m in bracket h2 plus c2 square by 2 plus z2g bracket over plus work done. Now we have the value, then we putting in these equations. Okay, but before that, here given that inlet and outlet are same, means z1 and z2 are same, change in the potential energies are 0. Okay, means this z1 g value is 0 and z2 g value are 0. So equation is this, that is a m in bracket h1 plus c1 square, z1g is 0, so we not written in equation, plus q is equal to m, another bracket h2 plus c2 square, this value is 0, so we are not written here, plus work done. Now we convert these equations in a form of the W, because we need to find out, or you directly putting the value and find out the work done, it is also correct way. Okay, now we putting these various value in these equations. Okay, but here some change, we need to do some changes. Okay, why? Because according to these equations we mentioned that it is h1 minus h2. Okay, but in a given data it is h2 minus h1 is given, so this value is coming in minus sign here. Okay, that's why we change the plus to minus signs. Another things are the same. Okay, so how this equation is written, it is simple things. W is on this side, so we supply all these other parameters on the left side, then they go in the minus. So Q is as it is plus M, here the H1. So H2 is going on the left side, then it is converting negative sign, so it is H2 plus M C1 minus C2 square by 2, and this simple changes of this sign is here. Okay, now we putting this value of the Q. So value of the Q is here minus 11.667 kilojoule per seconds. As you know that in all these numericals of steady flow energy we put the value in a joule per seconds. So here we need to multiply it with 10⁻³ minus value of the M, that is a 0.2 kg per seconds. Okay, so these things are important. Don't put the value in kg per minute, otherwise your answer is wrong. We need to put in kilogram per seconds. H2 minus H1 is 150. Okay, it is 150 kilojoule per kg is given, but we need to convert in joule. So 150 is multiplied with 1000 plus again value of M 0.2, velocity C1 square minus C2 square. C1 is given 12, C2 is given 90, so it is here the 12 square minus 90 square divided by 2. So just we calculate in a calculators and we get the answers. Okay, that is a minus 42462 joule per seconds. We divide this value by 1000 and it's give the answer in a kilojoule per seconds, and kilojoule per second is equal to kilowatt. So in a kilojoule per second or kilowatt, our answer is the minus 42.462. Minus sign is indicate that we supplied the work done, and we already know in a compressor we need to supply the work done, so by default the answer is coming in negative. So this is the basic things. Okay, our answer is come in a negative. Okay, so we conclude from our fundamental that when we supplied the work done it is negative, so we already know that our answer is need to come in negative. Okay, or if answer is come in positive, then our some examples are wrong. So negative sign is indicate the work is supplied. Now before moving on to find out D1 upon D2, I request to like the video and subscribe the channels for watching the more video of engineering thermodynamics and another subject of the mechanical engineering. For engineering thermodynamics, various link is provided in descriptions as well as on a card. Card on means on a top right screen of your mobiles or laptop you see the I symbols. For other subject I request to visit the playlist. Now we are going to find out the D1 upon D2. Now these things W whatever we find out it is mentioned here. Okay, now for find out the D1 and D2 we need to find out the area. Okay, and area is find out by using the equations of the mass flow rate. So mass flow rate M is equal to A1 upon C1 upon the specific volume V1 for the inlet. Similarly for the outlet we make this equation A2 into C2 upon V2. Okay, now we convert this equation in a form of the area. That is the first we make for the A1. Okay, this specific volume is go on the left side, so it is multiplied with the M. Okay, so here MV1 is written and the C1 is going in this bottom part means denominator, so here C1 is written. Okay, now we putting this value of mass, that is 0.2, specific volume 0.5 and the C1 is 12. Okay, so this is the value and we solve in calculators, we get the answer 0.00833 meter square. Same way, from this area we are able to find out the D1. Okay, so after diameter D1 we find the A2 and D2. Okay, so A1 is equal to pi by 4 D1 squares. Okay, so here pi D1 square by 4 is written. Okay, now we know the area, we need to find out the diameter, so this 4 is multiplied with this A1, pi is going in a denominator, so pi, and we do the under root on the both the sides, then here the D1 is achieved. Okay, now we putting this value of the A1 here. Okay, we have the A1. Okay, so it is put in and we solve in these examples, so we get the diameter. So diameter is D1 is equal to 0.103 meter. Okay, then after we find out the A2. A2 is equal to pi D2 square by 4. Okay, so here both these things are written together. Okay, so here we do separately, but here it is directly written. A2 is equal to pi D2 square by 2 is equal to MV2 upon C2. Okay, so means these two equations are combined directly and where directly finds the area. So first we find out the area, that is a M 0.2, V2 0.14 and C2 is 90. Then we get the A2. A2 is equal to 0.000311 meter square. And this pi by 4 D2 square is equal to area. Okay, then we solve these equations and we are able to get the D2. Okay, so you also solve by this way, simple. Okay, so by using this way you can solve and you get the answer of the D2, that is 0.019 meter. Now we need to find out the ratio of the inlet and outlet pipe diameter, means D1 upon D2. Now we have the D1 that is 0.103. We have the D2 0.0199. Okay, this solve it and we get the answer, that is a 5.1738. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned something, then like the video, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to share with your friend.